ability. I don't not like they don't want platforms over the ledge in the case of like Kalos or Town and City as much. Yeah, here we are. Or maybe they didn't put too much thought into it and just said PS2. Yeah, sure. The classic, gentlemen.
No, the classic is you ask PS2 and they say no, and then you strike the PS2 anyway.
That's the New Jersey classic. That's not the real classic. Hey, that's a clean little combo. No,
no.
Not this again. all right, here's a good one.
Competitive Pokemon substitute broken. Competitive Smash substitute, maybe not.
Yeah, not as much. There's a different level of rain coming out here. One that's a lot more aggressive. It's like we've seen the beginning of Game 1 minus the SD. Still with the counter, but minus the SD. Oh, just missed the ledge jump.
Yeah, that's Smash not finding its mark. But I mean, when Greninja Hydro Pump like that, it's kind of like Pikachu where Greninja can pick another direction to go into. So it's kind of hard to call out. So I like the attempt just to cover something. It's better than just, doing nothing.
Plus, you can't sleep on win boxes in a lot of cases. Ooh, very nearly.
What? What angle was that?
Why? That was a mean angle. That was just like, that was an illegal kind of angle.
Yeah, like, if you notice in Smash, there are very few moves that send you at a 45-degree angle downward. But I guess the Wii Fit header can do that sometimes.
I mean, at the very least, there was no real damage done, but Jesus, I wonder if he skirted along the stage at all, and then his overall launch speed just kept him moving downward. I don't know, but holy. That's a true combo.
Ooh.
And oh no. He just kind of died.
Yeah, honestly, Greninja Nair is such a good move.
Yep, it's another one of those like plus moves, but it's not good rising. It's only really good landing. But Greninja does perfectly fine landing with buttons anyway, and has the jump and the aerial speed to make up for it. Drag down? No, he's just going with the arguably more consistent version, but he misses the second up air.
Oh, good pair in that pair.
Oh, some of these rolls are dangerous coming up from rain. Not chasing with just Greninja's low dash.
Oh, okay. The soccer ball is no longer active.
For some reason, somehow, some way.
Yeah. Up air from Greninja, it's a great juggle tool, but it doesn't really kill.
No, you have to be in the blast zone for it to kill. But as long as you keep damage is damage, and with a stock up, you're not rushing anything. Especially Wii Fit, who can just bully you. That was really good. I wanted to see the full drag now, but I guess he didn't have enough time. Bruh!
No!
Alright, knock knock.
Who's there?
Deja.
Deja who?
Knock knock.
Alright. Ready to take game 1. Despite the 2 instances of counter not working out.
We give him, we're making jokes about it, or at least I am, literally. But Grain played that incredibly well. Like when Junko wasn't on ledge, he was juggling super well. He was getting all of his strings. He was making sure to shark any sort of like floating, aerial floating that Junko was doing, so he wouldn't let him like for free throw out volleyball or soccer ball, or for free throw out get deep breathing. He made Junko work for every single amount of damage that he did, which was a far cry from the winner semi set, where Junko just seemed to like get free, like a free ticket to 40, 50, 60% every time that every time that Rain would miss something or would go for some of these counters. Like it's like he wasn't punished as hard for going for them because his on stage advantage was so like much more developed.
Yes, yes. I mean, if you can't stop your opponent's general game plan, at least make them work for it.
True.
Like, hey, the like what 9% from Shuriken may not stop Wii Fit from doing like side B or sun salutation, but hey, at least you got 9%. You know?
Yeah, it's damage racks up. Eventually, you get enough nickels to make a dime, and all those dimes can total to $1. That was a long-winded way to say the same thing.
That's right.
But here we are, 30 seconds in the match. Deep breathing. Gotta have to play this out slowly. Yeah, Junko is not one to run off stage and push and use deep breathing to get a kill. Deep breathing isn't nearly as hard to amass as something like Arsene or Limit. It's entirely on the player's agency to do so, and they're pretty free to do so fairly often.
Oh, okay. I like range is kind of chilling back, avoiding those 2 forward airs. Such a high. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the DepressingJunko knows that they have deep breathing and that something's gonna kill, so just keep throwing out moves, hoping that one of them will connect.
Yeah, push buttons. Eventually you'll land a kill move. Like Wii Fit F tilt is a hard thing to avoid. Oh my god!
Alright, there
I thought you could live from that, but I guess we take the stock trade if you're Rain.
I don't know, man. Dude, it's such a risky thing to do. For a trade? Like...
Look, it's cool.
It does look cool. That's cool to watch.
I guess it's really effective on a last stock situation, because Junko will always die first.
Right, that's true, but this is stock. This is the first stock of game 2.
Yeah, it is. Alright, a couple of these F smashes. Oh, and one more. Can we get a 4th? Alright, no. Oh, there it is. Hey. Come on, one more for the people. Uh-oh, this should be...
oh, that was a miss. Swing and a miss.
Almost. God, these players are right in each other's faces in so many instances, but they don't...
I thought that was going to be like some crazy off-stage Shuriken. Oh, okay. Cashing, DepressingJunko, sleeping at the wheel a bit with that back air. Not prepared to attack.
Yeah, lazy recovery will always get you punished in a lot of Smash games, but in this game more so than any game since Melee, almost. Like, you can't recover lazily against half of the cast. Over half the cast. Ooh. All these full hops are proving to be detrimental for DepressingJunko to keep up with.
I like the jab earlier. That's the second place. Oh my goodness, jumping right in front of a sun salutation.
Yeah, that's not advised. Not good for your health. It's a little bit underrated, and that's because 2% doesn't make too much of a difference in a lot of cases. But, oh man, come on, dude. Not again.
I mean, that time, like, if Wii Fit made it back, he would have eaten a down smash, and that would have been game. So, that SD is not too terrible, but still.
Yeah, it's just, like, the counter didn't really make a difference, but the overthinking about it is a little bit rough. Like, Junko had what has been all day a free punish, and he tried to get a little bit too complex with it. It looks like he was going for a ledge hop sun salutation to punish that, and use your double jump when you ledge hop. Something you have to be very careful with.
Yeah.
If you have any charge move.
Yeah, so DepressingJunko probably thought you were gonna land on safe, but since they lost their jump, they couldn't cancel the charging animation. Unless they air dodged, and at that point they're too far down, wouldn't make it back. So yeah, rating up 2-0. Is this how the last set went? Let me just.
No, it was
Oh
in
no,
burst.
yeah. DepressingJunko. So look at 2-1. So Rain must have made some really good changes between the last set and now.
Yeah, like either he warmed up the Greninja in some way, or he like looked back at the stream maybe and just started like recalling like moments where I need to do this better. Like I need to utilize up air better, and that's what he set out to do in these couple games.
We're
It's
seeing
like,
more Nair combos. Like,
yeah,
that's something we didn't see in the first set.
a
So I
lot
think
more
that,
full hop, a lot more.
yeah, I
Nair.
think that goes to your what you mentioned after game 1, where Rain's just on stage presence is a bit more developed than beforehand. Like using more of his character's kit to try to create those openings.
Oh man, it's getting down to the wire. Well, that was out of context. I'm still trying to keep up with this football game. Sorry. But also, it's getting down to the wire in this bracket as a whole. Like the despite the score counts, which has largely been like 2-0, 3-0, in a lot of favors for different players, it's like each one of these games is tight. Each one of these games can swing other way, one way or the other, but it just always seems to go for one player.
Yeah, like we said earlier, definition of 2-0 or 3-0, but it was close.
But it was close.
So, yeah, I think that's DepressingJunko
That's tragic.
is taking a second to think.
No, I think that's a Rain.
Oh, okay. It's hard to tell from like our screen right now because it's a bit like, out of focus. But yeah, I guess taking a minute to think about the game plan going into game 3.
Yeah, it's because the DepressingJunko is definitely catching on. Like it's, and in that same vein, Rain was falling back on a lot of similar means of punishing, similar means of what he thinks would punish a lot of Wii Fit's tools. Like we still saw those counters. We still saw those like standing right up against the ledge. But at the same time, those nairs got him a lot of distance, and even then, he would go out to edge guard a little bit more and with a drop zone back air. So like Rain is doing some good things, but yet falling back on some old habits, and taking a moment to breathe and reaffirm your own game plan could be exactly what he needs.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, sometimes you think of a new strategy, and then you only do it once and not again. So it is good to take the time allotted in between matches to reflect on what your game plan is and kind of, like you said, reaffirm what you need to do to win.
What he needs to do to win, indeed. And he's a lot of games ahead of him if he's going to win this whole thing, given coming from losers. But still, there's one game he has to win first. Can't think ahead of yourself.
All right, we're gonna get into game 3.
Well, same characters. Looked like, I don't know if they changed the stage. Maybe back to town, unless he banned town. Nope. Okay, small battlefield. PS2 Lite.
Yeah, the main difference, platforms are a bit different size and different placements, and the overall stage isn't as wide.
Yeah, the stage itself is a little bit smaller, the platform is a little bit different height, and the blast zones are battlefield blast zones. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Greninja recovery still pretty solid.
That was like such a low edge guard too, and it ended up working out.
Greninja has like Pikachu recovery, or Pikachu recovery, but like a different effect, like how Pichu's goes farther than all of them, but no hitbox. Pikachu has a hitbox. Greninja's has a wind box, so it's, you know, the third lost, forgotten brother. Whatever that means. Oh, up tilt back air for punishing. more could come,
Oh,
and we
wow.
see a bunch of players in Twitch chat come out for this final game of losers, potentially final game of losers finals. Junko has to. Junko fought himself back a lead, but some of these like incredible. Some of these are ballsy, like the way that Rain just will freely drop in with a downer, and then he'll do that. But ooh.
Oh my goodness, good read on the double jump. Coming out from Rain. And even this came up.
Tight as it is, it doesn't get the Nair up smash. That's unfortunate. All right, he went for the jump read. I respect it. Greninja covers jumps so well, but Junko has not been giving it to him, and it's only a matter of time before Rain decides, like, I'm not going to read the jump, but I'm just going to come at you with a forward air, or I'm going to read your air dodge, and go for a shadow sneak.
Oh my goodness, that down air almost connected. DepressingJunko getting the read on the
The ball catch the jump.
soccer ball.
Soccer ball. I wish I could do like a German soccer ref or commentator like impression and just talk ridiculously fast for no reason. Oh, okay.
The down air punishing the regrab.
Hey, he catches it down there after the regrab. That was awful. And okay, playing this slow and steady. Rain's starting to use the low dash of Greninja to great effect, getting underneath some of these high headers.
Yeah, if you've ever taken the time to notice Greninja just during his standing animation, how crouched and low to the ground he is. Like, so he basically turned into like Pikachu or something while he's running.
Oh,
It's kind of crazy.
he do be short. Oh, a little bit of lag.
He still has like the water disjoints.
Oh, he ran off and did it.
Here's gonna take it. Alright, DepressingJunko getting one on the board.
Ooh. Man, that's a game that swung real fiercely in the other direction.
Yeah, I guess that timing between games really helped DepressingJunko a lot.
Yeah, the little bit of time like they had just in the moment of like a little bit of a freeze frame, and then DepressingJunko knew what to do. Oof. A change in stage seems to be in order for Rain.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back to a small battlefield. If possible, go back to a larger stage. Like you've been winning on PS2. If that's banned, try to go for maybe Town or FD or something like that.
Maybe Town. I
Yeah,
don't know. Maybe not Town.
I'm just
It's
thinking like what's been working out for Rain, and it's been PS2.
Yeah, like that's what I see really. Like PS2 is a pretty stable pick. I feel like at the moment, Town is like you would think really good for Greninja, especially in the place of FD. But you have to keep in mind that DepressingJunko counterpicked to Town and won.
Oh,
Or-
okay, the banjo.
We get a little bit of a shift, a change in perspective, a counter to the Wi-Fi. Banjo. Back to small battlefield.
No, we've been getting this song a lot.
Someone has to has it set.
I'm not complaining, but just an observation.
Yeah, like it's 3 times now, twice in a row. Like that's not normal, or not usual at the very least.
What? Oh, okay. I didn't realize your grenade could stop the sun salutation.
All right, see you, beast. Yeah, so it's interesting how projectiles work, but energy projectiles, while often doing more damage overall and oftentimes flying faster, they lose to physical things. And both grenade and just the standard egg are physical projectiles, like soccer ball. So they'll almost always climb. It's weird. It's weird how that works, but yeah, that's kind of just how it works sometimes.
Oh my goodness, okay, usually Banjo using grenade to help him recover, it's a pretty good idea, but that time, not so much, as the DepressingJunko was able to get an F smash.
It is, it's resetting his up B, but at the same time, blowing yourself up is still putting you in hit stun. So, there's only so much you can do out of it. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, good match from the DepressingJunko. We're not going to see the loops we saw in the previous set.
Yeah, those loops are super fake.
Yeah.
Really cool, but super fake. but they work though.
Oh.
Yeah. So we see the real trick when it comes to the usage of Wonder Wing compared from Min Min compared to Wii Fit. And Min Min is a very linear character in a lot of ways. Their aggression and their button placements are very straightforward, and they move on a linear plane. Wii Fit doesn't do that. Wii Fit waits a lot. Wii Fit's not pressing a lot of buttons that commit too hard in terms of distance, which means that they can shield pretty reliably any and all Wonder Wings that come out.
Alright, is this gonna be up tilt? Oh no, not yet. Wow, the DepressingJunko again, matching really well to get out of these very setups.
Calls out the spot dodge with that Wonder Wing. He's only gonna have 4 more left, but Banjo does plenty of damage on his own in a lot of different strings he can go for. Ooh, hard punishes on all of those Wonder Wings. He's fishing for stocks at this point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the down air would definitely give Rain a chance to make the comeback. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him for going for that.
He's really going for it.
And honestly, with how option Wii Fit just immediately picks like an option from ledge, you know, like header or something. Like it's not a terrible idea. I can see it working out.
Yeah, it's just what is that relying on is if DepressingJunko like immediately goes for a header. And what Junko's been doing is he knows that Rain wants to pressure ledge with something, so he'll wait with Wii Fit's really great ledge hang, and then do something afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
These regrabs are gonna keep coming.
DepressingJunko is showing amazing mashing abilities to get out of these, to get out of the berry setups.
Only 2 left. And F-tilt, yeah. Falling there, F-tilt plus on shield, you have to respect the F-tilt.
Yeah, it looked like a frame trap there.
Keep those glutes tucked in.
2-2! DepressingJunko almost about the reverse 3-0 Rain?
We don't see the Banjo again.
Yeah, I think Rain's just switch. If Rain has lost faith in the Greninja and the Banjo, maybe it's time to go Joker?
Maybe? I feel like you go back to Greninja. Greninja was doing incredibly well, like playing through. You switch off a small battlefield, and you go to one of the remaining stages, and you try to go back to the Greninja. The Greninja was playing. Yeah, they're okay. Not switching off the small battlefield, but the Greninja comes back.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking maybe if it wasn't Greninja, it would probably be Joker, but definitely not Banjo. There's no way.
Same song.
Yeah,
someone
has to have a set.
Someone says set. Okay, getting that tech, not risking not falling for the drop zone back air once more. Man, Junko is looking like just so. He just looks so ready for all of this offense right now.
Yeah, Junko's definitely playing really confident, and you could tell by the way he's moving around.
That trade was not something you're looking for. The finally landing a dash attack and it trades. Yeah.
Got deep breathing set up. Super scary ledge scenario right now, but Rain gets out of it.
Alright, that's damage. It's damage you have to take is you get away with that one. Not falling for the sweet spot back air, but that rising forward air. It came in clutch in the last set, and it's seeming to coming through in this final game of losers finals. Man, the frame traps coming out from DepressingJunko. Like, it's like air dodging doesn't seem safe, and he's always scouting for these rolls.
Yeah, Rain just hasn't really been able to get in safely. Just whatever damage Rain does get in, just kind of doesn't really matter because Junko, like, the time Junko stuffs him out, the damage on that just kind of tacks on. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
All right, this might be Junko's game.
Rain is looking in the same way that the last game he was pressuring ledge with Banjo down air over and over and over again, and it not working. It just looks desperate for this kill.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Just desperate to aim 6 to make something happen. Okay, but that up air.
That shouldn't have killed, but it did.
Yeah, that might be the start of something that Rain needs.
Yeah, if you manage to keep landing these dash attacks, you'll take it every day of the week. If you're any Greninja player, like, you mean I can land another dash attack? What's the catch?
Okay, there we go. I like Rain baiting out the approach there from DepressingJunko. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of damage really fast. Oh, I thought he was gonna go for a forward air.
Yeah, me too. I was thinking that as well.
Okay, he didn't get the real footstool, but Phantom Footstool is good enough in some cases. Oh god, that would have been stock if he had timed that correctly.
Yeah, that was good. He was able to respect the deep breathing and didn't really want to challenge that.
Respecting the sun salutation, but it's a whole lot harder to play around deep breathing. Shadow sneak, and he read the roll!
Oh, yeah. That was pretty good from DepressingJunko.
Like, Junko just had...
okay.
Well,
Rain brought this back.
He got called for the deep breathing finally, but Junko just looked like he had the answers for so much of Rain's offense. He was making sure to cross him up with the air dodge and not just surrender a neutral air dodge and potentially stay in the vortex. He would always push him